Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, Charges on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know.
It's a copy of the MedTech contract, for example, to which the Ministry of Finance is a signatory, and all the relevant parties, including the Justice Ministry, is a signatory. We have said the Office of the Finance Minister.
Minister, one second. Sanya, you are not here. We'll put a gallery on there. To be there. Yeah.
Yeah, so as I was saying, we have no evidence available to us that so there is no evidence available to us about the MFDP signing the document. Notwithstanding, that does not mean that it was not done. But talking of
Mr. Minister,
yes.
I don't want to go back and forth. Since you talk about this administration, the water administration.
Yes.
You came along as minister, deputy, right?
Yes.
Are you suggesting that the finance ministry, since you took over from the transition to now, can definitively say that the finance minister signed the document acknowledging the legality of this institution? Question.
Yes, I can say that because, like I mentioned in my opening remark, when we were making our recommendations as part of the 100-day deliverable to our police in the commerce and LRA entities, one of the things we needed was the content of the CTN contract and the METEC contract. Unfortunately, we do have METEC, we do not have CTN.
So since you took over, you have had no dealing with CTN question?
No.
Finance minister does not do any financial transaction or collect any revenue from or appropriate any revenue from CTN, correct?
Yes, because the LRA shares with all the detailed revenue data, and there is no line indicating CTN as a source of customs revenue.
And it has not been any concern to the Ministry of Finance.
There has been consent to us that what in fact we recommended a review of the process.
What's the copy of the recommendation?
I can share with you at a later time because it's our 100-day deliverable work plan.
Leader deliverable. You did a recommendation to whom regarding CTN, the review. Where is it?
I said I can share that with you later on, Senator.
Is it documented or oral?
It's documented.
Okay, please send it over to the committee to the chair.
I will, sir.
Thank you. PPCC.
Yes, sir.
Since you became head of PPCC, and the targeted institution that's supposed to ensure that public resources are adequately used for all people. What has been your official documented observation and concern about CTN?
Senator, we have no record of this particular engagement. Normally, the way it works is to receive communication from them as relates to the procurement plan, indicating to us that they want to use these particular services.
The CTN.
So you offer to the CTN.
The CTN.
Yeah, you offer to the CTN will have communication with the compliance monitor. So we are releasing the press. In the department, I became the executive director. I became the executive director in July last year.
So you've been director of PPCC for 1 year now.
Almost a year, yes.
For 1 year now, 9 months left.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
You've been here for CTN the first. For
Yes.
1 year.
Yes.
What have you done?
But I said in the past, I was sent a communication to the past
What is the communication? You know you were coming for CTN issue.
I didn't break that.
You told you to come with every relevant instrument that you have regarding CTN, your knowledge thereof.
We have no collection of any documentation that given us on this.
Your
All we
opinion,
did was
opinion of CTN or your inquiry as claimed by you that you did out with the Ministry of Commerce. What is it?
the Minister of Commerce. I didn't say that.
Who is
I said that we have no collection of any information from the NPA regarding the CTN process of the procurement.
so that's
So
the
we
question
have-
I'm asking.
What I'm saying to you is that in the past, we have no collection of that, so we couldn't have done compliance monitoring. The way it works, we should have a draft of the contract to be sent.
PPCC has the legal obligation to ask questions.
We do have the legal.
Did you ask the question? What city engineer, how did they come here? Did you ask those questions?
We at the time we deal with the previous MD.
That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
You ask him by telephone or by text message or by written.
Well, I think was a written communication.
Don't think. If you did it, don't think.
Okay, hold on. We sent a written communication.
Where is the written
I
communication?
don't have that on me.
Why did you bring it? Because we told you to come with every instrument relevant to this hearing.
What we have, director will speak to that.
No, I want you to speak to it. Do you have it here?
We have documentation and brought here
Regarding
this whole process and report. There's no documentation in CTN.
I want the opinion, the
The
formal
opinion from PPCC as relates to this whole thing is like, we contacted the previous MD.
You roll it over what you just said.
Okay, what is listen, Senator? Listen.
Okay, I will listen.
What I'm saying to you is give me a chance and express myself on this. The issue here is very simple for our entity. We did not receive any form of press report regarding this particular instrument. Our communication to them, I think, was inquiry, and we didn't get a response from them.
Where is that communication?
I don't know how it is.
The communication you received from this committee, certainly.
It's like me to appear here and discuss this matter regarding the GTMS and
Chief, I know what we're saying.
Medtech. So basically, we are here this afternoon to more or less
Discuss.
discuss the issue related to this. And I'm saying to you is like we only go after for most part.
You're not getting my point.
So listen.
So, no, please, I'd like to be to the point.
Okay.
PPCC has a legal obligation to ask questions.
I
Or
agree.
an entity, procuring entity of a contract, follow the law. You became PPCC chair 1 year ago, 1 year ago, next month, 1 year ago. Have you asked the question? Because you say you've been hearing about CTN in the media. Can you ask questions? What did you do?
We asked the previous MD. The issue of GTMs did not come to PPCC for procurement process.
Did you document your concern?
At the time, I believe I did.
You believe or you
At the
did?
time, I believe because there's no recollection of this at PPCC. There was no request made.
Mr. Chairman, please, I'm not trying to.
No, but
I'm not trying to do that thing here, but I don't think you should be invasive.
I'm not being invasive, sir.
You being invasive in my view, I may be wrong. I ask a simple question. PPCC has a legal obligation to ask questions, demand answers. CTN has been a loud concern of the country, in the country of Liberians, especially the business community. You say then here was CTN in the media and the concerns. What did you do? And you say you think or you believe you did this or that. What did you do?
Let me just say that the senator used the word issues. Remember that you are on oath and you cannot do anything to obstruct
Exactly.
the work of this committee. Please answer truthfully. If you don't have, because we wrote you all more than a month ago, and I have been on WhatsApp with most of you.
Yeah.
With most of you. Everybody here.
Oh, what is happening? Moraga to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Vonjama, Maryland to spoon.
Okay, you from Vonjama, you from Maryland, you from Sino County, you from Gbapolo, across the 15 counties of Liberia, to Spoon. Regardless of where you are, Spoon has absolutely no borders. You can be in Australia, in the US, in Japan, in China, just wherever. Tune to Spoon, this is where you get the news. And I'd like to say welcome. Thanks to all of you for joining us tonight on another edition of the program, The Late Night Show, The Late Night Politics on Spoon. And thanks to our folks across Radio Land. Yes, the folks joining us tonight on Spoon FM 107.5, Fabric 101.1, Super 95.5. Many thanks to the folks across the country that are joining us on other frequencies as well. And the late night show is live on the internet. We're live on Spoon TV on Facebook, and we're live on YouTube, Spoon Talk Live as well. So thanks for joining us tonight. It's going to be a great conversation. Kindly share the program as you come on tonight. Let's have a show. Let's have a great conversation coming up tonight on the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. Thanks to all of you for joining us tonight. So let me just go across and recognize a few of you in the comment section. All of you joining us. I see Eddie. Eddie Kawai is here this evening. Thanks for joining us from Canada. I see Madam Marcia Snilly is here tonight as well. Thanks for joining us. She says, why are you angry? Why are you angry? You know, you're angry? Why? Hipko Kasi is here tonight. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate Kona East is joining us from 15. That's 5th Street in St. Paul. Thanks for joining us from Monrovia tonight. Jerry Gitawe has joined us from Red Hill Field, Virginia. Thanks for joining us. And yes, let me welcome Coco Zokura. Thanks for being here tonight. Isaac Blama, we appreciate you, sir. Elijah Gabriel, thanks for joining us. Eric McGill, thanks for always being here. We appreciate you. Ethel Latmore, thanks for being here. Solo P, thanks for joining us tonight. I see Kona, that's Kume Ward. I see Angeline Smith. Yes. I see Francis Red is here tonight. I see P. Esau Tellaway is here tonight. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Hey, our own sister, our dear sister Shirley Snan is here tonight. Thanks for joining us. Arthur, thanks for being here tonight. I see Don Sunday is here. Glasgow Macaulay. Thanks to all of you for joining us tonight, folks. Kindly share the program as you come on. Let's have a great conversation. It's going to be a great show, a lot to talk about, so many things happening in the country. And sometimes you get to wonder how all of those things are happening at a very fast pace. You know, in no time, more than 3, 4, 5 things are all happening all at the same time. And, you know, we're here to talk about those issues. We're here to bring you some objective analysis on the unfoldings. And thanks to all of you for joining us tonight. I see Fumba Shabala. Fumba Sabalala. I hope I got that name right. But thanks for joining us tonight. Yes, let's have a great show. We're going to give you the updates now. I see the rest of the guys are setting up to come on. What are the happenings? What are the issues? What are some of the things in the country that we need to talk about tonight? What are the trending issues? What are the trending issues? Well, there has been information in the corridors about some plot to remove the speaker, the current speaker of the 55th legislature, Councillor J. Councillor, no, Speaker Councillor J. Funati Kofar. And amidst the conversation and everything that has been going on, the information in the corridors, he made some clarifications. He said the report about his alleged remover by lawmakers is false, is misleading. According to him, he is in good standing with the president. Now, his own thing is that the only reason why the president will want to remove him is when he, Councillor Kofa, is not in a right standing with President Boakai. Let me bring Moba on. Moba, thanks for joining us. Maybe you want to adjust your camera a bit. Thanks for being here tonight. So just back to the update, Moba. The speaker spoke to this issue about some plot to have him removed. And he said the first thing is that he is in a very good standing with President Boakai. In good standing, as in what? What exactly did he mean when he said he's in good standing with the president? Is he dancing to the tune of the president? Is he doing what the president wants him to do? Is he that speaker who is now opposing to what comes from the executive? He says he's in good standing with the president. That's one. And then the next point is he's in a very good standing with the other lawmakers of Capitol Hill. So he went on to say that under his leadership, the 55th legislature has consistently conducted regular sessions with majority members reaffirming their support to his speakership. And he mentioned that there have been some challenges as well, such as the outstanding obligation relative to vehicles and gasoline for lawmakers. But in the midst of everything, those issues are not, it hasn't reached that point to warrant his removal. So the only issue, now, this is what the speaker is saying. He's in right standing with the president. He's in good standing with his colleagues. But the only issue right now, the only challenge that he's facing under his leadership is the issue that has to do with outstanding obligations relative to vehicles and gasoline for members of the 55th legislature. So what's happening to their vehicles? What's happening to their gasoline? Well, I saw something from Representative Francis Afoko today, where he said they are going to ride kekes and go up Capitol Hill to ensure that they get their gasoline and other benefits that they're supposed to get from this administration, because the president is trying to tamper with those benefits that they should get as lawmakers. The gasoline, the issue with their vehicles, and all of those stuff are still not addressed yet. So they'll be moving on. So the speaker is saying that nobody wants to remove him because he's in good standing with the president. He's in good standing with his fellow lawmakers. But the only issue now is their benefit not coming. So, but they're working on that. On the flip side, Mobile, I think we've been carrying this story for a while. Spoon
Yes.
broke the
Which story that?
Spoon broke this news about the religious advisor to the former president, President
Oh.
George.
Mm-hmm.
So um, it turned out to be, a lot of people doubted the information, but just as per what we reported from the very onset, yes,
Mm-hmm.
he was arrested by the police on allegation of duping up to a 90 or at least 90 Liberians in this scheme to go to the to Australia,
Mm-hmm.
and he was taken to the police station after spending a night behind bars at Central. He was being ordered to court, but again, because no insurance company or whatever could guarantee a bond for him, he had to be behind bars. So he's currently at the Monrovia Central Prison. We call it South Beach.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he is. Mobile, I don't know, but there's some sort of feedback from you. Maybe you have to adjust. Yeah, I'm hearing something in the background. So he's been behind bars, but he was able to speak to the media. According to him, the Reverend defended his action, and the defense was that he, Reverend Nimlin, did not force anybody. He did not force any of those about 90 persons who enrolled in his program. He did not force them to give him money to travel to Australia. According to the Reverend, he told all those people about the risks associated with the thing they were about to get into. He told them that there were risks associated.
But it was documented.
Oh, yeah, and the Reverend said he has his document. He has all the pieces of document to prove that this particular travel, that Australia thing that did not work, he told those people about the risks associated. And though he's behind bars, but he has documents and he knows that he's going to be free. Yes, he took the money. Yes, the people paid the money, but he did not force anybody because he told them the risks associated with what they were about to get into. Mama, this is where we are. While we're talking about this issue, the foreign minister, Madam Sarah Beslow Yanti, has been assuring Liberians that there's a huge quantity of rice in the country, and there's another huge quantity that is expected to come to the country from the Japanese government, and that that quantity is a humanitarian gesture from the
Japanese government.
from the Japanese government to the Liberian people based on bilateral agreement by the Liberian government, and that this was made possible when they visited South Korea and and all of that. So there's a huge quantity of rice that's expected to arrive in the country. And talk with respect to this story, Mobile, it appears to be like a cycle. You remember when President George Weah took power? About a few months in his administration, the purple rice came on the market.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's escaping me. I'm trying to capture. It's just escaping me. There was one government that sent the purple rice to the government and people of Liberia. Again, if you remember, the rice had on a purple. It had the CDC color, the blue and the white, and all of that. The purple rice all around the market. How come when our governments take over, Some of our partners will only decide to give us rice. A good metric ton of rice expected to come from the people, the government, and people of Japan to the Liberian people. So our own opinion that and then if people can read, they can go in our history.
And read
We
and read and read
can
about it,
come
right?
across a West Ryan situation. Once they come across it, say the people, they're probably not rest.
But Nelson, let me say this, right? Nelson, I think the problem would be from like the past government, the present government when it comes to the red issue.
No,
All you need
Mama,
to do,
forget
no,
about
Nelson,
past
I come in
government
now.
here.
Nelson,
You know,
Nelson,
you find it
Nelson.
means, yeah.
No,
Okay, yeah,
Nelson,
go
I
ahead.
come in now.
Go
Let me
ahead.
just put my
Go
one
ahead.
cent in, right?
Mhm.
The government, all they need to do, get a mechanism from Japan, that Japan help you to produce rice. Instead of you going there to them, taking rice from them, they're giving you rice. After 6 months, the rice finish from the market, and then Liberians struggle. So what the essence, the city judge, we have, oh yeah, we're talking about it. The proper when you finish from the market, you're so happy. People get on the street to protest about the same rice issue. So for me, I can't like nothing to celebrate. Or like the only thing that will make me to celebrate if the government can negotiate with the Japanese government and to teach our people how to farm and bring equipment, logistics to help. I think that would be better to produce the rice instead of for them to get the rice.
Yeah, and she went on to say that this thing was agriculture based. You know, the trip to Korea. You know, agriculture was one of the main point of focus and all of that. So the people from Japan, the Japanese, they're bringing rest for us. But Maba, we you know that was just to
Mm-hmm.
bring some of the updates as we get ready to officially start the show. Those are just a few of the updates. But another update, just before I forget, is the one that has to do with this whole CTN.
And the
And
matter,
you know, we didn't go to Metex only. Metex has a hearing slated for Monday. GTMS, which is the company, CTN, which is the service that the company provides, had their hearing today. 4 entities represented the Liberian government. You have folks from the Ministry of Finance. Francis, welcome to the show. Folks from the Ministry of from the Ministry of Finance, from the PPCC, the Public Procurement and Concession Commission, from the Liberian Revenue Authority, LRA, and that of the National Port Authority. Boba, Francis, they see CTN and GDMS. You know, Metas won't stay in front here. Metas are Monday. But from what happened today, you could clearly see that the Liberian government is hugely divided on. Oh my God, the feedback is terrible. Can we mute, guys? Can we mute? You can clearly see that the Liberian government is heavily divided on this whole CTN and Medtech issue. So the hearing is on, and it is established that CTN and Medtech, let's say CTN is offering a service that we need. That's according to the LRA boss. They're helping us in so many other areas and so forth. We're using their services to do a lot to help our system. Commerce Minister on one end, Minister Modak, sees this whole CTN GTMS thing to be something that is bringing extreme hardship on the Liberian people. While the general manager of CTN or GTMS had arranged earlier to engage with him, to have a meeting with him, but he didn't give attention to it. He said he didn't want any private meeting. They had, some meeting, but he said he didn't want any private meeting. He did a communication to the president talking about the Ministry of Commerce based on some investigation and whatever they did, asking the president to cancel that whole CTN thing. because it is bringing untold suffering. Now, the commerce minister made disclosed today that he had conversation with the other party, which is Medtech, and the party is willing to offer the same service to the Liberian people at a lower cost. For example, you bring your container or whatever in the country, you know, the amount you pay at a very minimal amount, the same service. And so because of that, he leaning on the side of the Medtech. Well, the NPA boss, on the other hand, is leaning towards GTMS or the CTN, which is the service. GTMS is the company and CTN is the service they offer. He's leaning towards them. He thinks that CTN, or let's say GTNS, which offers the CTN service, is the best company that can do the job and not Medtech. He was asked as to whether he was aware of this action from the commerce minister, this call engaging the president for them to cancel the agreement, whatever agreement with GTMS, the CTN. He said no, the NPA boss is not aware, but the commerce minister did. You know, so at the end of the day, even amongst the senators, you could clearly see that they were heavily divided on this whole GTMS and CTM. Mikael, welcome to the show. They are divided on the CTM, GTMS, and situation in the country, even the senators. So at the end of the day, Medtech's hearing is on Monday. But at this point, some of the folks have already taken their side, drew their line. They've taken their side. CTN says they are the only company in the whole world. There are 6 companies in the whole world that can offer this service. I think 4 or 6 companies. And they are one of those companies that have that service. Aside from them, their competitor Medtech, that is in a close conversation with the commerce minister, does not have the capacity to offer this service. Though they're saying that they are going to offer the service at a minimum cost, but they don't have the capacity to offer the service. So, I mean, in the midst of all the back and forth, Liberians are going through serious hell when it comes to importation, bringing things to the country. They bring their containers, they go through the back and forth. But our government is heavily divided on this. And we can all just look forward to seeing what happens on Monday with the next hearing that has to do with the Medtech hearing on Monday. You know, so that is one of the updates I just tried to throw in. And yes, a lot of other issues, but we don't have the luxury of time to go through everything. But I think we can start the show now. Let's do our openings, and then we can get the show started officially. Mikael, welcome to the show. Mobile, let's hear your opening 1 minute. And
Thank
Francis
you.
next, and then we'll go to Mikael.
Thank you, Nelson. My attention drawn to the like the first discussion, like you brought first, the lawmaker, demanding for gas, slip, and other benefit. Look, like, I don't know. Liberia every day will come here, and sometimes I can get better. My brother Francis, but Francis always say the truth. We say, oh, Francis, did I talk to the lawmaker? But the truth, Francis can be saying, like, the lawmaker only there for themselves. I want for the government or Liberia or Liberians to make a research like any other country in the world that are giving their government car and gas slip. Because first of all, they get the government got to give you a gas slip. They get a place where you go, you fill your car as a government car. When you go, you park the car right after work, you park it, get your own private car and leave. You leave the government car, only there for government work. But you find out that the lawmaker will use the government car to go look for whatsoever they lost. You're seeing it in Dupo Road all around. So what the essence of them using it? What the essence of the gas slip? So it's just going to individual. It's not for the government. And a lot of people People, you can see a lot of people get coupon in the country. And when you calculate that identical amount of money, it's not small money. That money can go to government revenue and help to develop our country and help in education, medical facility and other stuff. But today, you see one person will say they get about $10,000-15,000 worth of gas slave. It's wrong. I think the government need to this government, they need to revisit our identical whatsoever they take that identical to revisit that amendment and that take that thing from the law, because it's not made no sense. It's not made no sense. Why would one person carry 10,000-15,000 gas slaves to do what? Then you get the masses suffering. Then you see one lawmaker they didn't get any gas.
But Mobile, just a quick one. The lawmakers are not taking 10,000 gas slip. They're taking senators are taking 2,000 gas slip, 2,000 gas slip per month. Senators.
How much?
2,000.
So 2,000 times 12. That's small money there.
Okay.
No, thank you. No, the government. Nelson, let me conclude by saying this, right? What the government can do. The government can open a gas station, right? The money go to the government. So what happened? They use the government car, go to the filling station, fill it in, work with the government car, finish. You carry it to GSA or you put it or you pack it within the compound, and then what you do? You get in your private car and leave. That's easy. In every country, that's what the people do. But only in Liberia, they will give you gas, they give you car. Like poor country.
Thank you. Thank you, Mobile. Francis, opening quickly, then we move to Mikael.
Yeah, Mobile took the words out of my mouth. First, good morning to our folks in Liberia, good evening, wherever you are. And I listened to Senator Moyi, I believe, from Bond County today on Spoon Talk. The man he was comfortable in justifying why they should get the $10,000 for, I think, constituent engagement.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when we come on here, sometimes we telling our people in Liberia they need to keep their eyes and ears open. Everybody, all of our officials, they are rogues.
No.
They are rogues.
Francis, they are decent people in government as well. You can say
they are not decent people.
No. Francis. We're on a big platform, man.
Of course.
Francis, we're on radio.
Need to know the truth. When we speak, BP broke there, I can't hear it. When we say the embezzle, the corruption in the interior department, they don't hear it. But when the hear raw, they know that somebody is stealing from them. So then they'll listen and say, why do people say our government officials are rogue? Then we can explain. But when they say, they embezzle or they are corrupt or mismanage funds and stuff, they don't know what they talk about. They don't know what they're talking about. But when they say rogue, they will listen. So let me explain why. Senator Moyi said, he even mentioned that this $10,000, it being the budget since he got into the legislature in 2012. So I sound like them and they perfect key math. I always do.
Yeah, but that math can be correct.
103 lawmakers getting $10,000 a year for constituent engagement. That $1,030,000 a year. You multiply that by 12 years for 2012 to 2024 now, that's 12 years. You multiply that by 12 years, that's $12,360,000. I just going by what Senator Moise said from 2012. All right. Then let's look at why I say they put in a role and they're not serious. First of all, why are they paying these lawmakers to campaign for their re-elections? Because the how I see it, constituent engagement. That's why you see they were too smart. They were too smart. They said they will never have superintendent election, never have city mayor election. The senator and the representative will run the county. What sense that make? Because all the millions of dollars that are being wasted in the West every year should go to superintendent to run the county. They represent the county. Like in my state, the governor is the president of my state of New Jersey. Joseph Biden can't do nothing in New Jersey without the governor saying, yeah, unless he give him federal grant. The governor he make his own rule. He's the president of New Jersey. The superintendent should be able to tell President Barker, if you don't do this for my people, don't even say nothing here, or you can't pass through my state.
Okay.
The superintendent should run the county, but they don't do
20
it.
seconds to conclude,
They're
Francis.
stealing from the people every time. Look, he said today, they gave them the 10,000. He said like $800 and some more dollars every month for constituent engagement, but they gave them the $10,000 in advance 3 days ago. So who's to say are they going to engage with their constituents for the rest of the year, the remaining 6 months? If they don't engage the people, who will hold them accountable? Or who will say they didn't engage the people, but they already not get the money and they not eat it? They send our children to good school, and oh my papa, they can't send our children to school. They sit out there in the team, they don't have road to go to that farm, but pretty money then. All the criminals there in the legislature, they already not eat that money. But they don't go out and put a vote for them again. And our people will vote for them because they'll bring rest. They'll bring rest. I put
Thank
know
you.
that they are
Thank
going
you.
to that no
Thank
serious
you,
for that country.
thank you,
I'm going
Francis.
to develop because
Let's-
they behave.
Let's hold you there, Francis. Thank you. Mikael, you want to do your opening quickly? 1 minute.
No, I would not rush you.
No, you're rush. You have to stay within the 1 minute.
Francis, congratulations. You know, the other day we saw you and you got married or you went for your, congratulations on that.
No, Francis, I've been married.
Yeah. Thank you, Nezin, for bringing us here every day to have this, to have the conversation.
Okay, you had an anniversary. Okay.
And thank you, guys. Thank you, people in Radio Land. We are here again to talk about our country. It's our beloved country, and we'll never rest until things are being done the way it's supposed to be in our country. Well, everybody has said all. From one fact about the MedTech and the CTM, thing that in Liberia, George Weah thing was so rampant. I mean, everybody, it was just a big whole scam. For this government, since they came to power, for those two entities to even be operating by this time, my man Liberia, nothing serious there, to be honest with you, bro. That particular one alone is a bigger whole deal, because we know exactly what happened during George Weah with the two companies. I thought when the government came to power, right away they were going to suspend the two companies, and that says you should get rid of them, investigate them to the letter, make sure that everything that going on here is not what we've been hearing. It is what we've been hearing. Get rid of them. You can establish another one now, benefit the country. We still got Freeport to run itself. We still got Ministry of Finance that have Freeport. We have a Ministry of Commerce. All of them, they're supposed to be together and run that entity instead of having all those people around collecting free money. The fact that the Joe Biden-led government never even suspended two people to investigate, and they stay operating as they have been doing it in the past. We're still talking about it here, talking about the going through investigation. Now, just scam, my brother. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, go ahead.
Then the second point I'm trying to make, let me say our mayor is Liberia will continue to be what it is until we change our mindset as to who we vote for to represent us. Or there should be a consequence for what they do when we vote for them. Because we don't know some of those people until we get them elected. Now, as a citizen, we can impeach them if we're together. You understand? We have that power. The masses have that power. We can do that. But until we start taking steps against those elected officers or officials, guess what? That country will continue to be and will continue to sing the same song over and over. Come example, see where President Bouaka was giving those certificates yesterday. See that building. See that administrative or whatever you call it, compound. See the building that the Eden-led government built for the Republic of Liberia. We see the building from the outside of it. It doesn't even look like people even go in there for anything. Why Liberia don't have amendments within the government that maintain government property? The place looks so filthy and dirty, and nobody even care. It don't even occur to them that that place is supposed to look decent.
Thank you, Mikael. We have to hold you there and bring Vasco in quickly. Vasco, welcome to the show. Go ahead, do your opening quickly, sir. Let's hear you.
Thank you, Nelson. Let me say hi to everybody and hi to those that are watching and listening to us by the means of radio. I want to start like this, Nelson. I mean, I'm tired of listening to. I think the Liberian people have a serious issue with you guys. You're like, yeah, because you post out here for 6 years and brought the calamity upon us. So coming here every day, talking one thing over and over, one thing over and over. You all need to start telling the people how you can fix it and apologizing to them for the decision you took and for the things you put them through. But next, let me go to what on my mind. The senators. I don't know whether we'll have it on our topic. These are the rescue senators. The question I keep asking myself, at this time in the country, when everything is so tough, the citizens cannot even get their daily bread. It's not easy. What it takes these people to go sit down in Burkina Faso retreat. I really want to know what is the benefit of the retreat. What impact or what effect they have on the Liberian people. That these guys will go and sit down there and use the Liberian people money and come back and want to justify. But you see, some of the things sometimes are good. We're just talking, but some of our rebels just want to keep quiet and watch the movie. But we are Liberian, we can sit down and watch these people damaging the country. We have to talk. Senator, they don't usually come out the rescue enter there and the light. That they don't want today, they don't even have time. They had to go and sit down there, use taxpayer money, spend government money. I think they said they're the one generating the money, putting it in government budget. They just sitting down and eating with all the people benefiting nothing. So it is up to you again. Election will come back. Don't see people will come to you 2, 3, 4 months from now. Let me say before election and start to tell all the sweet things. But now all you should know the Lawmaker.
Thank you.
This is the time you should start talking.
Nelson, just 2 seconds.
6 months in your own government. We see Monty calling them. They're talking. They're seeing the wrong and saying it. These men are benefiting from the taxpayer money, benefited for the last 6 years. Everything that President we did, they may have issue with everything until today. They may lie to the Liberian people. He have to maintain that 9-year president. We are dropping that thing to 6 or 7 years, dropping all the tenure position for public servant. Those elected positions. They're making out here and our friends, our brother, our sister, who are not thinking for themselves, they buy into the idea. People in the city America, friends say there, Molbani, they sat down here. They told the people in Liberia, John, we won't go for 13. You shouldn't vote for that thing. That area today, they don't get 9 years to eat free money. You don't be coming again. More than how many years now they been ordered? I mean, let's see. It's all disheartening, man.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Pastor.
Every day I come with bleeding, yeah.
Thank you, Pastor. No.
No, guys.
We have to move to the topic.
They say he home job. We are going
to we have to move to the talking point. I mean, everyone said had the time to do their opening, and so you can react to the opening. No, the man said what's on his mind. Finish. You talk your own, the man talk your own. Everybody finish talking their own. We'll go into the discussion. But this is important. Yeah, the man talk your own. You talk your own. You're finished. Everybody finish. Yeah. Go to the phone lines. But this is important. Are we making progress on this particular issue? Now, I know we are at the stage where the lawmakers, and we're just going to take 2 minutes each on these issues because we have a lot to talk about. But are we making progress here? We are at a stage where the lawmakers, they had an ad hoc committee that was set up to investigate this whole CTN and the CTN and method thing. And yes, they had the first hearing. But from just the first hearing today, it speaks volume. Now, as evil and as maybe unconscious as it seemed from the very start when this whole thing about CTN and MedTech thing came into the picture and the discussion, the different conversations around it, and especially hearing from some Liberians what to go through, what they are faced with. In fact, even resulting to a lot of people using Guinea and other places to bring cars to the country. Why do we find ourselves at this point? GTMS today told the Liberian Senate that everything that been happening, first of all, the company, the ownership of that institution, some of the owners are in London, and the manager here is Sierra Leonean. Okay, let's put that one side. But in the very Sierra Leone, this GTMS we're talking about, they kicked them from there. They kicked CTN from Sierra Leone. CTN operating in Sierra Leone. And when the manager was asked as to why your CTN not operating in your own Sierra Leone, she said that politics. When there was a change of administration, the new administration thought that, somebody in the previous administration that they defeated had a share in the company, and so because of political reason, they tried to kick us out. We're not operating there, but they're still using our services under another company's name. Well, and that's the same thing in Liberia. Everything from day one has been politics. All the bad thing you're hearing about our company has been because of the political reason. The NPA boss is saying that CTN is good. We need CTN. The LRA boss is saying that CTN, we need their services, but again, we need to look at it, how they're operating. The commerce minister is saying that no, CTN is overcharging our people and putting our people through untold suffering. That's why we even recommend that to the president to cancel that whole CTN thing. We don't need them. We can get another company that can do the job, but at a very minimal amount. And some of what CTN is doing, we can give that function to the LRA, for example, and some other entities of government to do it at a very minimal cost. Why are officials of government divided under the rescue administration? Why are officials, and to some extent, even the senators, you could tell from that background talk, and stuff like that. Some of them bought into the narrative that was sold by CTN today. Why are we still discussing this thing when it was one of the issues that this very administration campaigned about? I mean, let's take 1 minute each. Let's do 2 minutes each on this, and then we can transition to our next discussion. Let's start from you, Moba.
Thank you, Nelson. Thank you. Nelson, we all came here. I can remember when we were campaigning. We discussed about the CTM like crazy. We discussed it and what they bring to the table and what they're taking from our people. End of the day, what happened? Our people suffer because you can't send container from in America or any part of the world and they put tracking number on it. Then when you go Liberia, they say they stay tracking it from there. So I don't know what is sense in that, and they're taking more money from people who shipping container. I know a lot of people now who shipping container to Sierra Leone and Guinea. They when they go there, they ship that container, they stay there, even cars to cross the border. The same people they go, they get the immigration small thing, they bring their car in, and they pay less cost. So when you put all the money together, imagine how many money Liberian is losing.
It's a good point you came in there with, Moba. Let me interrupt you a bit. The manager of CTN made it clear, and through even the investigation that was done, that CTN is charging countries like Guinea far way less than what they're charging Liberia for the service. And because of that, a lot of people would prefer using those other neighboring countries, pumping money into their revenues instead of pumping it in through the port, through our own ports here.
Of course, that's what happened in nursing. So end of the day, Liberia began to lose up. People who doing business, they can't get nothing because they pay a lot of money to get our container out because they see CTN issue. And the government, that was said, look, you know, sometimes, look, sometimes you just, you know, you just sit down and think. All the time you've been wasting behind the government. You preach for the government. You know, you campaign for them. You spend your resources, your time for them to do the right thing, and they're not. The whole CTN issue we discussed it here, and I can remember Joseph Boaga doing his campaign. He discussed it. He said when he comes to power, he will make sure that CTN he will cancel it. Lawmaker there they agree to it. Everybody say, "Oh, our job we are competing, job we are get share." Now job we are not in power. What are you doing? What are you doing? A lot of people, you know, like the company affecting a lot of people. Why will I want to send a car and I pass it to Guinea? Because if Guinea can charge me 1,500, Labrador will charge me 2,000 plus, or Guinea can charge me 1,000, Labrador will charge me almost 2,000. So what? It's a big difference. So end of the day, Labrador losing a lot of revenue when it comes to that port issue, much better that CTN issue. If even and the thing that baffles me, if even they want to bring that company right, next thing, why they can't give it to our Liberians? Why they can't give it to a Liberian or less cost? End of the day, the money was still right in the country. It was circulated, but they giving it to foreigner, civilian. We don't want to be biased or people will say maybe
Yeah,
about races or all
you
that
don't
stuff.
want to
No,
be
but
xenophobic and all
yeah,
of that.
but it's not. It's no.
But the
Yeah,
point here is, let's not forget, under this agreement or whatever, CTN is equally contributing to the revenue of the country.
of course. But
They're contributing to the revenue of the country.
that's it.
In the tune of some 3 million or so that they're contributing to the revenue of the country.
If I take $10,000 from you and give you $10, what it costs? It costs nothing. If I take $10,000 from you and give you $10 in return, it does
Thank
nothing
you.
to you. It means
Yeah,
nothing.
just conclude, Mobile, so we
So
take
end of the
break.
day, I think the government, JMB, and the senator, the representative, I don't know, they even doing that function where good rather. So end of the day, they should go and think and rethink about the identical CTN issue, and you know, let them come to conclusion. Let it cancel the whole CTN issue, and let us bring different companies that will help the
Mobile,
Liberian people.
CTN or Metex? I think this is where the conversation is leading
But
gradually.
Nelson,
The conversation now is whether CTN or Metex. Which one should we
until
use? You know,
Nelson,
and there are others who think that the both companies should go, and there should be some new service provider that will come with a more reasonable cost to offer the same service.
but Nelson, if Meta can come with their proposal or how much the thing they will give, how much they will take from the Liberian people, then we can compare with countries like Guinea and Sierra Leone, and we say, okay, let's accept them. And, you know,
Thank you.
For now, I like let's sit here and go, man. Let it go. They're exploiting our people.
Thank you. Let's hear you go ahead, Francis.
Yeah, first of all, the issue, I mean, I know Senator McGill and all the CDC senators and our rescue senator now, according to our brother from the Sakimo tree in your opening, because all of them were at that retreat, they got it $10,000. So all of them that rescue senators. But anyway, to the topic at hand, the lady said, when it comes to the reason why Liberia is paying more than Guinea, is because Guinea brings they bring in more, a lot more. Let's just say import in Guinea is a lot more than Liberia. So the services they provide, they can't. the more you bring in, the less you pay. But the less you bring in, the more you pay, because these companies have employees and other overhead costs that they have to take care of. It's like when you go to hire a company. If you hire a big name construction company to do your job, the same quality of job a small mom and pop construction company will do for you at a lower price, that big name company will charge you maybe 3 or 4 times that amount. Why? Because they guarantee your job. They got insurance on their employees. They got to pay their employees. They themselves got to get paid, and then their company has to make profit. So Liberia is not, import in Liberia is not as large as import in Guinea. You see, that's why they say I'd rather make $1,000 off the back of 100 people than to make $5,000 off the back of 10 people. You see, I hope I'm making myself clear. That's why the lady said they charge less in Guinea because Guinea bring in more.
But Francis, I got that point as well. But how do we get to that point where we start to get more people expressing interest to bring to ship their containers to Liberia through our port of interest? How do we get to that point when the environment is not conducive and more attractive for those entrepreneurs to do their shipping through our ports?
Yes, Nelson, but I just want to speak to what the lady said, the reason why Guinea pay less than Liberia. So if Liberia want to pay the same amount, let it import become friendly to importers, so that a lot more people can use. Like I think Vasco or somebody or mobile said, there are people that import that goes through Liberians that send their cars to Guinea. So all that traffic supposed to come through our port, but no, because our people are so greedy or probably don't know what they are doing, so they make things so confusing or so expensive at our port. So people are not going through Ivory Coast and Guinea. So that's why Guinea is raising a lot of money, and CTN will reduce the cost. So Guinea is called discount because you bring in more volume or a larger volume, that they give you less. But if you come to provide the same service to a smaller port, they have to make money. It's business. But our company need to be friendly to importers. Whatever they are doing, whatever Guinea, Ivory Coast, or other countries are doing, let them study it. Because even whatever they are doing costing our people more, we don't see the money. Our port got maybe like 2 cranes that can offload containers from ships. You bring 2 ships to that port, it'll take probably 3 weeks for the offload those two ships. Right down the street here from me, the bridge out there, they got a little port, they got 7 cranes. 7 down the street. But our international port got probably 2. Maybe so now 1 can be working on any given day. So that's the problem. And people want to talk about CTN. This clearly said today, the service that CTN provide is security. It's security. They're not just tracking your stuff. Anybody can go on the website and track your container when you ship it. But I've been since 9/11, all these countries, including Liberia, countries around the world, they decide to sign on to this tracking thing, wherein people track cargoes for wherever they go and what's in those cargoes, not just where a cargo is. So if you think so, a Liberian company can provide that same service CTM provided, let them show themselves. Let them show themselves and compete. Look at what people, they're fighting. I mean, with that from Commerce, he's trying to get rid of CTN. CTN doesn't even work with him without even speaking with the managing director of NPA. What sense that make? You just run straight to the president and say that get rid of CTN without talking to the managing director for the port.
Yeah, but another thing I want you to capture here is, Amin Boda said that the manager of CTN requested, there was an initial meeting, I think, open stuff, meeting held in the open, but she requested a private meeting with him, and he said he was not having any private meeting with any business person. As far as he knows, he was more concerned about his confirmation and everything, so he was not even interested in those private meetings. So he has been perceived, on the other hand, as someone who is, for some reason or for no reason, against the operation of CTN. Now he's pushing the Medtech agenda.
People think he has shared in Medtech. That's where people are coming from. You saw his display today. Like, oh, we can cancel it, we can give that service to MedTech. But look, you see how our people wicked, our officials are wicked. Today, in our same hearing, the lady even confirmed as to how they are going to reduce the cost and they are going to put more money into the government's cover.
Francis, if those people can reduce the cost, what's been stopping them? What's been holding them?
That's
Do
what
you
I'm saying
know
now.
how Liberians have been crying about this whole serious situation that this system is putting them through?
Nelson, that's why I'm saying our people are wicked or out of wicked or incompetent. Because this thing is the same citizen that I believe being there still adding Johnson Sarita, and I think officially signed in 2016. They've been there through the state, they are the Sakimo boys. Then now, in the 5 months of President Baga, the people she said today they are going to reduce the cost, and they also talk about the money that they've been sending to foreign accounts should be left to stay to local banks. So all these things that they are willing to do now, and she mentioned that in the hearing today. What happened? You see how people there are for nothing, our official there?
No, but again,
administration.
No, Francis, you gotta take your bottle of water is somewhere around there. It's take care of bottle of water. But let's take Vasco. Vasco, go ahead. Let's hear you on this one.
Thank you, Nelson. You know, we sat down here and these people said all kinds of things about CTM. How Joe, we are not taking money, some we're taking money for CTM and this and that. And today, the managing director of the port is telling you that CTM is a good company. He wanted to stay. So that alone validates the lies we've been talking about.
I'm sorry, Vasco, that lie. The man didn't say that. He said they need that service, but he didn't say they were a good company. Because nobody provides that service right now. So stop lying.
Let's have Vasco to learn his thoughts so he doesn't lose his train of thought. We're gonna come back and correct him when necessary. Let's give the brother the chance to learn his thoughts.
I will not say the thing you want me to say. I will not speak word from word what the man said. But for me, I can analyze. So what happened today is that the man who is responsible for the port, the National Port Authority, you could see clearly from him that he's in favor of CTM. He wants for CTM to remain. So that alone validated our argument was said there was a lot of propaganda and lies against good characters in Liberia. And today, but what you seeing today between the rescue people, they don't have any love. These people, most of them came to this country for their own interests. To see government officials that are in the interest of the country, things that they said was dangerous for the country, for them to be divided on it, to tell you that everybody coming with their own interests. The people that want for CTN to leave, apparently CTN is not dealing with them. And the people that want for CTN to stay, they know already what they're getting from CTN. So the people that want for CTN to leave to bring the other company, they know the kind of dealing on the contracts they want to sign with a new company that will come to get their own stuff coming one side. Nobody can tell me about Liberia. Me, I know Liberia a kickback country. Liberian people, like I said last day, corruption like a virus in our country. Somebody will come from nowhere at the end of the day, you see them. And those are the places the money circulate in the country, LPRC, National Port Authority, the how you call the place, the Liberian Revenue Authority. Watch out for those guys, those people that work over there.
Just concluding 20 seconds, Vasco.
So that's it. These rescue people, they have no plan. They all came to enrich themselves. So you always see them divided on issue. What's supposed to go to them at their personal interest, that is what they're pushing for. Thank you.
Thank you, Vasco. Let's take Mika one. Mika one, go ahead.
Don't call me up. Everybody talk for at least 6 minutes. Only
No,
Vasco
no.
go for
Make
three.
out nobody talking for 6 minutes.
No.
We
Yeah,
have two
two guys
minutes
to
to
talk about 6 minutes,
lay
Vasco
our
go for
thoughts
three. I'm
on
just
these
saying.
issues because we
But
have to
let be
transition.
serious. Let's go to our point.
Yeah.
Vasco, let me correct you before I go in front. You said that you're telling us that they put your vote there for, they're not kind of power, they're doing that. For me personally, I voted to get Joshua out of that way. Period. So it doesn't matter what Joshua was going to say. They think we're not going to happen. It was going to happen on a large scale than even what we're looking at right now. But thank God we got him out. You understand? But we did not sign up for what is going on. We didn't get Joshua out to sign up for what is going on right now. That's why the ill in the society will continue to get rid of it until one day God will hear our prayer. Or one day some of us will take care of our country and will be where it is. So don't misquote us when we sit here to say those things. We're not saying
Imagine if Vasco presidency.
Yeah. So
imagine if Vasco presidency.
No,
What's going to happen to me?
President,
As soon as
we
you
are
say,
in
as soon as you say,
America
Muya
here.
CDC, the man
We
getting
are in
job.
America here, like we don't want spoiling our country.
my man, I told you. I just correct you, man.
If that become president,
But,
you're the one
go
that
ahead.
people here
Go
fight.
ahead. Let's pretend Mikael. Mikael, go ahead. Lend your thoughts on this
Okay,
issue.
now that go back to the
Yeah.
CTN, the other entity or what I name MedTech and all that.
Yeah.
Like I said it from the beginning of my opening. We cannot keep doing business in the country as usual. Those guys, what this government is doing, people who can think right, they just say that it's just confused. They don't even know where the government going, where the country going again. As we are saying the same thing here, CTN and MedTech was one of the key things Liberian people were crying from bitterly during Georgia regime. You understand? And one of the things we got to establish here is Liberia as a country were operating way 20 years ago before those people came to being. You understand? Why is it have become a problem for us to set it aside and operate as a government and as a country without them? What is the problem? And now they press the government, who every one of us was speaking for and speaking against the Georgia government as to what those companies were doing. They came to power, at least they're putting hot to the company for three weeks or 1 more for the time they've been there. They never did it. They let
But again, Mikael, you have a contract with those people. Are you saying that?
Well,
all of the documents you have signed, you should just give a blind eye to it and just. But again, you might be right. You may just be right, because when I listened to her today, she said that in Sierra Leone, what happened there was when there was a change of regime, and someone in the comment section says what she said is not true. She must state the main reason why they took them from Sierra Leone. But she said when there was a change of regime and the government in power thought that those in the previous administration had shared in the company, despite the contract and whatever agreement they had with CTN, she said the president dissolved that whole thing by executive order one day and it was done.
Okay, let me go back to my point now.
Yeah.
You telling me that they got contract signed, this contract signed. People say government continuity. Think about that. Now, if a company like CTN and Meta in a country, they're operating, and we all know from the outside that this is not right. If I get the power, guess what? I'm putting stop to that company right away until I establish investigations as to why the country is going this way under your regime or under your supervision. That's number one. As a serious-minded people, you understand? Until it's just like when investigation go on in Liberia, people say it right not to hear about it because it's something in it that can kill everybody in there. I'll call everybody in there, so we should leave it like that. But it's something that you got to bring it to the public and say the reason why people have been crying from this company, my government has investigated, this is how it's going to go, and this is how I'm going to go. If it's not good for the country, you get rid of it. Serious-minded people. Like I said, you got finance ministry, you got a Freeport itself, and you got commerce ministry. Those people been running that port way before CTN came to be. Even B5, when B5 then were there, way before B5 then. So while we still sitting here, those companies still operating. They never
So,
been
so,
full
so, so
hustling.
Mikael, at the end of the day, what's your position on everything that's happening here with respect to this?
My position, everything that happening today is
Hmm.
everything the government involved in with those companies is big scam. People getting their cut, the same way Joe was getting a cut, and they're not trying to get rid of these things, and they're just trying to mango and fool people and just get it going. And whoever involved
So,
into
so you
business,
think business as usual is still going on,
yes,
Mikael?
it's still going on the right now. It's coming be west because I mean, they're disappointing people. You can't play with people's lives at like you playing with football. This is not football. People are losing their lives for this. People, businesses are going west because of this. Why are we still having a conversation and
You
nothing
know,
has been done?
thank you,
And
Mikael.
people, the
You may
officials
be
are all
right.
divided,
You may be
over this.
right. You may be right. There's something like a free time ball going in this
I'm
whole
telling you,
governmental cycle. People playing Lulu checker and all the
with
kind of
people
thing
lives, with people
with,
money,
with people
with people
hard earn
investment.
money. Yeah,
You understand?
yeah. You
So,
may be
so to
right,
cut long matter
Mikael.
short,
Mhm.
the thing is, this government need to be serious. We did not vote for another return of George Weah. Period. You
Thank
understand?
you.
This government is a responsible government. If the country have problems or something, no matter how hard it at least put one day up to it. Get rid of those people. They're not the only company in the world that do these things. All the Liberian government are poor as we don't even need those people. We got to
Thank
be
you.
serious. The people who pay tens of thousands of dollars, that officials in Liberia that do those work, they need to go to work
Wait.
and stay there 8 hours a day, not 2
Thank you.
hours
Thank you
going
very
to
much,
bed.
Mikael. One.
Yes,
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
thank
Let's
you.
hold you there because we have to transition now. Emmy, welcome to the show. I see you just joined us. So just do 1 minute quickly, Emmy. If you've been following the discussion, if not, then we can make our quick transitions.
Well, I heard a few. I never listened to the press conference, but I think I just wanted to make some correction or
No,
say something.
it wasn't a press conference. It was actually a public hearing today.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to touch on some of the things that my brothers had said. You know, one was Francis said that she mentioned that they charge Liberians more because, or let's charge Guinea less because Guinea has more traffic than Liberia does, right? So, my thing with that is that more of the traffic that Guinea has are traffic that's supposed to be going through Liberia, but it's not because of what is going on there. So she cannot take that as one of the reason for killing our people. And then my brother Vasco also said that we in like in this America are the one killing the country. This is sad because we, when something going on, something bad is happening in that system, you don't know that it's bad, right? Till when you get out of that system. So people who have managed to get out of that area, that society, that way of thinking, and gone to other countries, gone on to other society and stuff, and look down on and see what is happening in the world everywhere, and then look back down in that country or go back down and see that we're living in this way that we think is okay, but it's not okay. That's not what's supposed to be happening, and they have an eye opener. And then now they're trying to educate everybody else in that place to have an open mind, to expect more from their leaders and stuff. Then people make it sound like, oh, you are a problem. People that vice go there, they want for corruption to continue. Business as usual. When you talk about removing people from the street, oh, that's how it's been ever since. So it should be like that. No, the sidewalk is for human to walk on, not for people to make business or something. Just because it has been like that doesn't mean that's how it had to be. Okay. And then when you doing other stuff, oh wow, we can't do this. Oh no, this is Liberia. This is how it's supposed to be. No, we that over here, we're not spoiling our country. We're trying to make our country better. We're trying to make our people to have an open mind, to know that they deserve better than what their so-called politicians are giving to them. Okay, because they don't have any idea that is bad. That's why people that might kill them and the other people, they will tell them, these same people that they always call on, oh, we want to have the international community when something is going on wrong. These same people came and told you that these people are stealing from you. They stole from you. They did this to you. Investors wanted to come in your country and they make them to run away because they were asking for kickbacks that make these people to leave. They were not concerned about the citizen, about jobs. They were only concerned about themselves, what they would get. And those same group of people went and took and spit in those people's faces and voted for those people, make them senators and representatives and things like that. It's because of the mindset. They think these things supposed to happen. They are used to being abused. They are used to being walked on. So we that got out of that system, Vasco, no, we are trying to educate our people. We are
Thank
not
you.
the problem.
Thank you, Emmy.
Hey, y'all who's still in that mindset because of individuals, y'all are the problem.
Thank you.
Y'all
And I think
y'all misled the people.
thanks
Since then.
thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Vasco. Now we have to make a quick transition here. I don't know, for some reason we might not be able to cover the other issues, but let's do 1 minute quickly on this. Something is happening at the legislature, specifically at the House of Representatives. Something is smelling there. Something is not going on right. Now, during the update, I went through that report about the speaker saying that in the midst of the rumor that people want to unseat him, that nobody wants to unseat him, that first of all, he's in good standing with President Boakai. He has the support of the current president of the country, and he's in good standing with his colleagues. So nobody at the legislature is intending to remove him as Speaker of the 55th legislature. But this is what Frank Sarfoko wrote. You know, I don't want to go through the entire thing here, but he says, for 5 months, members of the House of Representatives are yet to get their benefits as passed in the national budget. While this unwholesome practice is going on, our colleagues from the Senate are enjoying every benefit and privileges due them, given they have a pro tem that that's a member of the rescue mission. To add this insult to injury, the Baka Knights. I don't know who the Baka Knights are. Maybe since you got reactions, you got Baka Knights.
So they try to make up
They
a
are
word.
running articles and disinforming that we reactions or no, we citizens are contemplating on removing our speaker we elected and have a special confidence in. Okay. He said the executive cannot be holding our benefits and putting up a candidate in our district to give them resources to fight us early.
Our dishes.
We too deserve to help our districts and to do, oh my word, this thing is skipping me. He said, we too, I want to get somewhere here, deserve to help our district and we too deserve our benefits, and this cannot be placed squarely at the feet of the speaker. There will be dire consequences if the president continues such chancery meant to put people against us, and by extension, put people against the speaker. Let me state categorically. Okay, so let's hold it right there. But on the overall, the people at the House of Representatives are crying for their benefits. They are saying that the gas did not get it yet. Their coupon. There are other benefits. He said they're supposed to help the people in their district. So it means that there are small things that are put in the budget for which a lot of people have been given the largest constituent engagement, or how do you call it? What engagement? There's some engagement funds in the budget for them. He said they didn't get all I want a year. So at some point they will ride keke, they will go up Capitol Hill, and they will create a scene. But he thinks that they need their benefits. And because they're not getting their benefits, it's creating tension. But why is the speaker on the other hand saying that everything is okay? One lawmaker is saying that The people up there at the Senate, they enjoy everything because the protein is from the rescue mission. But they down there, they're not getting anything. But the speaker is saying that he's in a good book with the president. If he's in a good, if he's in a good book with the president, why is this lawmaker trying to throw everything at the president, trying to make it look as if it is the president who's preventing them from getting those benefits? Why are those benefits not forthcoming in the first place? I mean, let's weigh in our thoughts on this. Just maybe 1 minute 30 seconds each. Then we make our transition or go to the phone lines. Mobile, maybe we can start with you.
Yeah, thank you, Nessie. Nessie, like, sometimes, like, we all understand that we are pouring from right in the House of Senate and the House of Representatives. And we are hearing people talking about benefit. Look, I think the government need to open a special committee, or not even committee, maybe get a NGO or independent body that will be able to carry on their own development in the districts. Because end of the day, if you get a representative to say go do your county tour or whatsoever, they will
County Development Fund.
What show the last time the Great went on Spoon show, they asked him. Spoon asked him what you did with your county development fund. He could not show one rock in his district. One. He could not show it.
Yeah, maybe he didn't use it on a rock, but maybe he used it on
rock,
or something.
Nothing,
you know?
Nothing. What I mean rock. What I mean
no,
rock.
I'm talking. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Okay,
maybe he didn't
used
use
on
it
rock.
on
Okay, he
physical
showed one building.
But maybe he used
showed,
it on a scholarship, educational
no scholarship,
program.
nothing. He used no scholarship, nothing, because we all watch Spoon out there. Spoon asking that question, and he never answered that question because he knows on public radio when you're coming live, a lot of people are coming call and shame him. But based on that, he said, he dodged that question. He never answered it. Spoon my living witness. So end of the day, I'm trying to make an example on Skyward Great. So end of the day, a lot of them, they did nothing with that money. From last year up to now, they were getting that money. They were going in a district. They just go marry make. That's all. They go marry make. What they want development. Any senator, look how they say they get agriculture break. They rather go to get their money. What a farm they have in our district. Most of the people who coming from Banga, Nima, all the places in there, they get farm. So that they free money. I think that what the government need to do, the government need to sit and rethink, get an independent company or whatsoever to carry on our development and to carry on our development agenda stuff.
20 seconds,
At the end of the day, they will generate that money, give it to that company, and the company go on a district to represent the money that maybe 10,000, they go to pay maybe a hall for the district, or they pay something good, or give scholarship to students. But like it's better like that than when they go to individual lawmaker, because end of the day they will eat it free and nothing will come from all of it. Nothing you do. So all the whole thing are blah.
Thank you, Mobile. Let's hear from Francis. Then we're gonna take Vasco, Emmy next, and take care one.
Yeah. Further, let me just call my brother more about. We don't need no independent company to come and do the construction. What's the point of having a county superintendent? The county superintendent is responsible for the county. If you got money to give to lawmakers to do county development or constituent engagement, get that money to the superintendent. But I also say don't give the superintendent right now. The simple fact that presidents are appointing the superintendent, don't give them a dime. But when we start electing them, then give them the money. But for now, cut all that crap up. The people are just stealing. But the thing with Fanatic Kofa about people want to, the rumor about people want to remove him, I was one that spoke against Fanatic Kofa being elected speaker with the simple fact that he's a convicted felon who served 2 years in prison in the US for stealing people's money. But he wanted Labrador say, hey, our criminal can be president in our country. So that made him the third most powerful man in the country. I spoke against him on that one. But this particular one, the man has done nothing wrong so far that we know of. Why you just come and say you want to remove the man? For what?
No, but again, for instance, the man himself is saying that nobody want to remove him.
But
he's saying that everything is okay as far as he knows. The only challenge they're having is that they're not getting their benefits. Prince Afogo takes to social media to say that the current administration is deliberately withholding their benefits to turn the House or the House of Representatives against the current speaker.
Yeah. But Nelson, first of all, like I said, the man has done nothing wrong. Why are they trying to remove him? What's that end game? That's just craziness. They should leave the man alone.
But again, the other party is saying that
performing well. He's been keeping that house, giving a little bit of sense of respect. He has brought some sense of respect to that lower house. So they should leave. Then not just Safogo, all of them are crying for that $2,000 gas slip. That almost 500 gallons of gas a month the people then can get. How much driving they doing that they need 500 gallons of gas? You see, that's why the whole world be laughing at it. They say, oh, y'all go to the other place, Kenya, get 1 billion, the other place get 350 trillion, y'all get nothing. But the people sit out there and look at us. Outside Korea, look at us. They say, who might take our money and throw it in that unending hole where nothing can come out of it? But then that people, then they say they're hungry, they say they're poor, but they'll compete for $2,000 gas slip. Then they will take $80,000 car and buy it for a lawmaker, and every 3 years, the people is begging for money and say, your lawmaker made more than my lawmaker. Why should I give my money to you because I say poor? So that point is nothing to Labrador. Let Labrador continue to suffer until the people can rise up in that country and go to the lawmaker and tell them you can reduce your salary. You can cut all the benefit out.
Is there any reason why? Is there any reason? Yeah, we're not talking about people giving library money here for it. But is there any reason why anybody should blame the president for what's going on with the lawmakers? Because they are now pointing fingers at the Senate. They're saying, "Oh, look at the Senate. Yombly is the Senator Yombly Kanga Lawrence is the Senate pro tem. The people getting all their benefits. But why are we not getting ours? Is it because our own head, the speaker here, is not a rescuer?
But then why the country did it themselves? Because some of the CDC people, and I don't want to remove the speaker too. So why?
There's a whole block. It's divided. There's a whole block. It's divided.
Then they want to remove the speaker because they say he getting too much shine. They're sacking more boy Bagube. It will be trouble for him in 2029. So they want to move for the cover. For one, what they may do, they may have some respect to the lower house. And he's been doing a lot better than Buffer Chimba did in the past. I don't like the fact that he was elected as a felon, but he has done nothing wrong. He actually been doing a good job since he been elected.
Thank you, Francis. Vasco, please take 1 minute 30 seconds on this quickly. Then we take Emmy next.
Yeah, Nelson. So, I mean, for me, nobody want to move Fonati, especially our CDC lawmaker. We are not even thinking or dreaming about that. We support Fonati. Fonati is one of the presidents that always visit our party headquarters. Always visit our party headquarters. Whether not in the day or in the night, he always around there. So we hold in high esteem. Okay? So that information are going around. The people that are noted for removing speaker, they are the Unity Party. They removed 2 speakers that we know of. So we know where the information comes from. The people that still not satisfied with Fonati Kofa being the speaker of that house. Because the house poses a threat. You know, the impeachment of the president can start from the house.
But what's the level of threat? Okay, so let's go back to the past month he's been serving as speaker. I mean, to what extent has his presence in that position posed any threat to the presidency?
Thank you. Right now, Fonati will be a little bit flexible. But don't forget, if you push somebody against the wall and they cannot go any longer, they will bounce back. There is something the executive is doing. You in the country, Nelson?
No, ask me about in the country. I'm not in the country.
I seen the judiciary making the same noise about their budget.
Yeah.
And also seeing the lower house, the house of rep, making noise about their benefit. While one group within the government sector enjoying everything, they got all their benefit. If you want to retreat a few days, and that is not how government run. Imagine the two branches of government. You are separated one. You benefit. You enjoy one because you feed the citizen lawmaker. Maybe you believe that the citizen lawmakers, there are many in the lower house. You're not listening to them, and you're not listening to the judiciary. If you play with a two group of people, what you expect? Those people have the power to get you out, and today are all one of the best thing for the country. From French Safoko. French Safoko said, in the shortest possible time, they will be putting a bill on the floor to impeach the president. And
Again, let me go a bit into what you are trying to draw out. So no, Moba, no, Moba, we're not doing that. So, but let's do this. Let's do something before guys. Yeah, no, but guys, let's do this. Right? Let's do this. Yeah, but the men won't say the men are losers. Yeah, but Moba, let's go into this, right? And Vasco struck a very important point.
Comment.
Yeah, Vasco struck a very important point because just the other day we were giving the update and we highlighted the issue of the judiciary. Mm-hmm. The judiciary said they will reject that 20 million that in the budget for them because the government is treating them as stepchild. Mm-hmm. You look at whole one branch of government, you're getting 2.8% of the budget, while another branch of government getting a little over 83% of the budget. Mm-hmm. So the judiciary said last week Wednesday they had their own stuff. They said that 20 million that you put in the budget for them, they now want the Yamo ticket. So how they will get a salary, how they will function, that one they will answer that other question. But if you have the judiciary that already has an issue with respect to the budget, then a faction of the legislature, which happens to be the House of Representatives, is having an issue with budget, where then are we headed? I know this is what Vasco wants to hear, but again, let me ask the question: where are we headed? And then we'll move to Emmy.
Yeah, and let me conclude. Nancy, and you know, this is something that the executive need to take very serious. They have the card to play now. They need to listen to these people. Those three branches of government, they all need to work together. If you have that kind of a split at this early stage, there's a risk for the president, Nelson. This is in the Constitution, the president today, friends are focusing. Say, if they're normal growing, they're going beyond 40% right now.
Nah, come on.
Vasco. Yeah, Nelson.
Vasco. In fact, we will bring friends and focus on.
I always say this.
You know, but listen,
there'll be a record
that perfect key math, that whole calculation, you get
bill start focusing on the floor to benefit from the district.
Even people who supported, brother, listen, people who supported the Unity Party, do you think they don't want the benefit?
What a bill. What are you talking about benefit? What a bill you put on the floor? Tell me now,
your benefit, your money, what you supposed to get, and somebody depriving you, and one group of people getting it.
What a bill you put on for people to gain money? What a bill.
You've been talking, Safoko said about 40 now.
Look at him. Safoko do nothing.
No. Thank you guys. Thank you. I think. Moba, please. We on radio. When you have your time to speak, please operate within your time. Vasco, your time is up. I'm going to give you just 20 seconds to conclude, so we'll bring Emmy.
What I'm saying here, I'm not saying something from the blue sky. I'm saying something from a member within the House of Representatives. I listening to
how authentic is that information?
Nothing. I was saying the whole information.
You got information? On your
Prince
phone, are you
Afoko
talking?
just
You
left.
talking to her on?
Like
Prince
another
Afoko
vlog.
just left the radio. Prince Afoko on a show, on the
Okay,
closing argument
okay,
on the
okay. Yeah,
radio.
just conclude. Just
close. I mean, man,
And then he
No,
said these
man,
things that
you
I'm
make it on. You
saying.
gotta be patient, Mikael.
And
No, Mikael.
we
Exercise
gentlemen,
patience.
we have to be moderate when your friend's speaking. Don't get your feeling. The thing that says here, we go nowhere yet. And you continue on the path here, will increase our tempo in the discussion. And if a conversation has the same blow through the fool me, I will say that. Take on my brother friends are quiet, that's what they feed it. Because he say, get wider.
Thank you. Let's
Thank you
go
so
in there.
much.
Let me go ahead. Let's take your 1 minute.
I'm coming for. She's not going to the discussion. I don't want. I wait. Go ahead.
Why are you crying? Before I even open my mouth. Nelson, if you had a chance, I sent you a video today. I wanted you to please play it for me. So all the noise that we're hearing, I just want that video to be played. So maybe places like Liberia, they don't know what to do. They don't know. People that are making all the money in the country, then they are crying for gas slip money. Can you imagine this shamelessness? Then the innocent people, Man married and Fatune, Kulubole, in the market. What are they supposed to do? This is so disgusting. These people only care about themselves and themselves only. Okay? I don't know. Like Francis said, the last time when the election was going on, I said I wanted what's his name? What's the other guy that are running for the against Fanati Kofa? Richard Kuhn, right? I wanted him to win because the president wanted him in that spot. But if Fanati Kofa wins, I don't think it's gonna be a bad thing. I said it right. It's a sedition, of course. They have responsible seditions. All seditions are not like Vasco then. They got some responsible sedition in that sees wrong and that know wrong and I'm not saying love the country, but at least they're a little bit something, and that's what Fanatikova has been so far. Okay, so far, that's what he has been. There's no reason anybody will want to get rid of him. President Barker, I'm pretty sure he's happy with him. So I don't know where they're coming from with all these rumors about removing him. I guess Sedition want him to be more.
Let me say something. I see a lot of people coming in with that rumor. Majority of the things that happen in the country is started with rumor. The people, the people who were around during the civil unrest we had in this country, it used to start with rumor when they say, the people on that side, they come here. Some people say, forget it, man. That people will not reach it. 1 week, they come in small. That people will not reach it. 2 days, 1 day, 3 hours, 2 minutes, the people right to your doorstep. So at the end of the day, we can make the analysis of the issues, but we shouldn't sweep some of these things that are in the corridors under the carpet.
But
Yeah.
the thing is that what I'm seeing is what would be the reason of getting rid of the speaker? What did he do? Shouldn't that be? Or in Liberia anyway, that's a different species and country over there. Species who live in that country. Because what I know is the speaker.
So we that live here with different species.
You can be different.
You see, there you go. There you go. So Liberian people are listening.
If somebody at Bosco will come here and tell us it's Safogo putting and getting numbers for speaker or for president impeachment, what did the president do that you're impeaching? Or anybody can just get out, caca the guy and dance around and go to that dusty road and just get a couple impeachment something on floor and it will happen. It will happen. They got foreign people now. There are people here in our ear and start making noise in the audience here, Vasco. You have to have a reason to remove a president, to impeach a president. It has to be in the Constitution, right? Or am I wrong? You correct me because I don't know. something that Vasco knows. It has to do that. So you can't just get up because you get gas slip, you get money to go to your girlfriend, and you can put impeachment and something on the floor. What kind of nonsense is that? Don't come here and come be telling how people
Complete one, my sister.
Okay.
foolishness
Thank
like
you,
that.
thank you, Emmy. Let's leave you there. Thank you.
But Nelson put in video, that's why I didn't talk
But
about it.
Yeah.
I mean, what
No,
a bill
we
that Safogo may
no,
have put on the floor
so
to
so
benefit
so at
people.
the end of the day, we
What a
will have
bill.
to go to the phone
Y'all
lines.
come, y'all
We'll
come.
have to go to the phone
Please,
lines. So let's
Vasco,
take Mike
Trevor.
on finally, and then we can go to the phone lines. I mean, I'll certainly play a video. I'm having some issues getting it ready. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, but let's hope I can get it ready. Mikael, please go ahead, sir. And then right after Mikael, we'll go to the phone lines. We can't go to the other issues tonight because we're out of time. Seriously.
Well, thank you, Nelson. And not much to be said. Everybody already said it. But to be honest with you, the question as to people saying they want to remove the speaker already make it clear to us there's no need for to be dancing around it. The speaker says nobody want to remove him. He's good. You know he's doing his job. But to be honest with you, that man been very responsible. You know, from the time they put him in that positions, he been acting responsible. He been behaving responsible. And one thing we all supposed to know and do better for Liberia is, although we came from different political parties, but we're only in those positions for one single reason: for Liberia to benefit as a country, for us to build our country, and, for Liberia to get to the point where we can compete with some countries around the world. That's the only reason why we fight for those positions, and we are being elected. Some people being elected to those positions, not to satisfy any individual person or any political party. I know people say affiliated with a party, they need to get something done in that party, but when you in those positions, that kind of top 10 man in the country, your party, you know, how to say, your party business should not be the first thing on your mind. The country got to be first in everything you do, because that's why you're in that position to serve your people. And number two, the representative then going around crying for money they absolutely none of them had ever done nothing with. What I want to tell Mr. President, Mr. Joe Biden is, if I were him, get rid of all that gas slip, that agriculture money, that whatever money you're giving them, it's waste of Liberian people resources that they don't even have. Look at the hospital. The hospital even had no drugs. Look at the very roads that people passing around, those guys, the people they're representing, they had to get to those hospitals around Liberia. The clinic around the same vicinity they live in. They had to get there because there's no road. But this dude has been given $30,000 plus and more to go do something in his district that none of them ever done nothing with. And it continued to happen. And they even passing around crying for it. Mr. President, please get rid of that thing. It's not necessary. They don't need it. What they need is their salary. That's it. The gas slip, the this, that. What do you need it for? Where are they going? From Broad Street to Radar to come back Broad Street? That's what you need it for? Then where are they going? They had to go to Grand Gita. They had to go to Sano. They had to go to, the only places to go is Nima to come back. Every one of them.
Oh, so that Nima know that why he said that only Nima they can go. So that Nima
got
know.
good road to go there now.
Senator Yaya Nimle they can go Grand Gita County.
How many times do they go there in a year?
The other day told you can drive, go Grand Gita County, come out. They seen the 6 hours.
If you go there, even if you go there, what have they done with those money they've been giving them? Nothing.
Okay, thank you.
Right. So
Vasco, your son, you can be making and be distracting people. Who are they doing? They're just directing quiet. What are you doing?
Let me finish more.
Let's open up.
But the point here is, Liberia as a country, we need to be serious. We didn't vote for people to go sit there and only advocate for their one. I understand since some of this, they send the government into power, some people haven't even taken pay yet because of the budget issue in the country. And they cannot even blame the president for, because of the power regime, what it did to that country, they depleted the government cover completely. So for the government to start, they need to start from somewhere. You understand? So they can't be advocating for those kind of benefits while they're already getting paid. Some of their friends didn't even have paid since they got the power, or since they've been appointed to positions. So this is not necessary. We should not pay attention to it. These are not things that will be discussed. Let's just put red pen into it. Those guys don't need it, and they don't do nothing with it. So
Thank you.
These are our
Thank
problem.
you.
Instead of
Thank
helping the country, they become like bread.
Okay, so let's take a few calls now. As we wind down the show, 05551010075, 05551010075. Let me put the WhatsApp number up. This is the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. I'm Nelson Colette. We have Vasco Smo here, Mikaon, Pei Boyu is here, Francis Jabate is here, Amy is here, of course, Moba Zoka also on the panel tonight. Let's go to the phone lines and take some calls. Let me see if I can have the WhatsApp number up here. Okay, so this is it. So you can call us via WhatsApp as well and make your input tonight. Let's take our first call. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from.
Hello, this is Mark from New York.
Yeah, Mars, let's hear you.
I want to speak on the issue of Representative Safoko. You know, actually, I think the honorable man want to be heard want to be heard this time around since he got into power. He doing all of these things. Because the last time I can remember knowing there is a representative called Safoko was the issue between the lady at NAFA and the government. Since he got into power, it was the first time I ever heard that there's a representative. So you want to be heard this time around.
Okay.
That's why you do all of these things.
Thank you very much for your input. Let's hold you there and take another person. 05551010075. And we have the WhatsApp number up as well. We can take your calls from there. Let's go back to the line, talk to this person. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you calling from? Okay, so let's come to the WhatsApp. Hello, please go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay, my name is John Fireman. I do join you from Charlotte, North Carolina, USA.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
You know, last night I followed the show. I agree with Vasco last night. Yeah. I agree with Vasco by saying the Lawmaker. I don't really know what the Lawmaker really do for Liberian people. They do Safoko for the past 6 months. Then Safoko then, we just austerity, nothing bringing to the table to even say, oh, yes, I want to cancel this development in my district. I want to do this. I want to do this. But now he's saying a benefit. Everybody just want a own personal interest. I don't see Liberia going forward.
Thank you.
I tell you, I don't see Liberia going forward. I tell you, my brother, have a great one, man.
Thank you very much for your input. Let's take this person. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from?
Roland calling from Pasufati.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, the people don't see for your country. So we get nothing.
Oh, too bad. We lost you there. Thank you for your input. We appreciate that. We'll take 3 more calls and then we wrap up on the show with a call in. Let's take this person. Hello. Hello. Hello, are you there? Okay, we lost that person. We'll come back here. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, please go ahead. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Madam Mary Flomo, calling from Christian Community.
Okay, please go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
The problem that we have in the country is the representative, not the president. People that we elected, we trust them, we elected them, they don't say, oh, they are only in their own interest. But they're not caring for the Liberian people's interest. Now we are getting or elected president. There is no more sedition and unity party again. The interest should be about Liberia.
Okay.
But they still have that notion of a party that was spoiling the country.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go there and take this person. Hello. Anita, where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead. Let's hear you, sir.
This is William Gardner calling from Habel.
Yeah. Go ahead, sir. You are live.
Yeah, the program tonight, I'm completely downhearted. As a matter of fact, we elected the lawmakers to seek the welfare of this country. But people are dying. People are hungry. They're taking 13,000 to go marry me. It's too sad for our country. We're in a darker days.
Thank you.
And I don't think anything can help us to get the problem that those are going to alleviate.
Thank you
I'm
very
sad,
much.
very sad tonight.
Thank you for your input, sir. We appreciate you tonight. I think your radio is on, so it's giving us a little bit of feedback, but we appreciate your input tonight. We'll take the last two calls and then we wrap up tonight. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you calling from? Let's hear you. Okay, so we lost that one. Let me check out the WhatsApp. Okay. For some reason, I'm having issue with my internet, so WhatsApp calls keep bouncing back. Okay, but I think we're gonna come back to wrap up because we are seriously out of time. Let's start our
I hope you got my video ready. I wanted to be my closing.
yeah. So unfortunately, we can we might not be able to play it because there are some issues, but let's hope it can be resolved. But let's start the closing with Mikael, and then we will yeah. Mikael, go ahead. Just do your 1 minute closing.
Well, I want to say thank you to people in the radio land, people in the comment section, my the team that on the show tonight. I want to say thank you to you guys for always being here for to discuss our country. The only country we have around the world is Liberia. No matter we go to Venezuela, you go to anywhere, you do well that you always want to go back home, to show people how well you're doing here and how you can help them. So if Liberia is better, will be better. But as to this representing them demanding pay and all that, I don't think it's necessary. There are too many things that need to be demanding for the country Liberia and for 8 people. The garbage that in Morovia, be demanding for those things to be clean.
But Mikael, the money in the budget for the mayor, you're not getting man the money. You say the mayor
what the money we put it there for them?
Not complain about the thing like the budget for the mayor.
My thing is, Mr. President had to look at those budget carefully, or even if the executive branch had to look at the budget and not to put all the kind of waste of money or waste budget into the budget for those guys that been elected and just sit in Morovia and enjoy their life for free and be giving those money to. That money need to be, they got to prioritize what need to be prioritized in Liberia. There are things in Liberia that need to be prioritized. Like, for example, it's not every government entity that carry the same amount of budget or amount of money when the budget is passed. There's some places that you need to prioritize, the hospital, or health ministry, educations, the judicial system to be strong enough when people do something so they can account for it in the country. These things, or those places have to carry more money. Agriculture, need them. These are places in Liberia that need to be carrying more money. Not representative who just sit down, send the man in power in Liberia, never made law for the country, never did nothing that Liberians in the country. It just all about themselves, their self, for to be worried about them or giving them all those money. That wasteful spending. We need to get rid of those kind of things.
Thank you very much, Mikael. We are out of time.
Yes, I will start right there.
Do your closing quickly, and then we'll be
so
out. Yeah.
So my Liberian people, Mr. President, Joseph Numa Boakai, look at the representative budget. Do not give them the wasteful for them to waste Liberian people money. There are too much places or too many places in Liberia that those money can be spent and people survive from. Thank you.
Fasco, you have 1 minute 30 seconds, sir. We are seriously out of time. We need to live in the time. We can.
Thank you. Nelson, you know me. For me, I always exact to the point. So I would like to close like this. Our poor people that suffer in Liberia. You guys that were lied to by the rescue people. They on the show here, you can see them. They have come back again, they'll be hearing them. But they come in different colors. So you be careful, our people. The people that were telling you, Joe, we are dead, Joe, we are dead, the people are just in became on a few days. Y'all are in you're not even
wait. Let me no, I was.
So you said it on the show, yeah. Will we in Buchanan?
No, Emmy, I'm coming. I will speak to that video. I go do my interview in Grand Bassa County. Our spoon team went there. We spoke to people who express diverse views. Some people talk bad thing about the government. Some people talk good thing about the government. But your Vasco, you're the Sidician people. Your way, and they tell that video, you caught that shop out where the Oma are telling me all about that thing. That shop video, as well Carrasco posted, so our other men posted, you won't post my video. You post the entire thing where everybody says. I won't tell the story and running their way. Anyway, go ahead, Vasco.
When you told the Oma say, oh, what you have to say, all your senators, the Oma said, who the senator then? He said, boy, what's it? No, not the people that are just. Yeah, but Nancy, our civil servants, they haven't taken pay. They don't, since the rescue government in the power, they don't take pay on time any longer.
Oh, wow. They
don't take pay on time. Okay? And they see certain group of people want to sit down in Buchanan and just make, enjoy your money. While you're sitting down there, if all the lies they told you people that will increase your salary, we are on paying you'll be taking salary on time. When I told you nursing, I said everything that people say.
Thank you.
So joke. And let me learn this 1 minute. One second. And everything people are saying are joke. And I'll tell you, the only thing the government having right now, all the government officials, only one thing they can come up with. Oh, the past government were doing this. Oh, the past government left it dead. Every one of them. And I'll tell you, Josiah Jacket, when he said for government employee will take pay latest on the 15th every month. It happening.
Thank you. Thank you.
You take 40,000 people from government payroll. You can't stay pay government. Y'all say you believe that I'm here all the time for the.
Thank you, Vasco. You say you're not going to be singing for long, but you.
Princess, please go ahead. Emmy next, and then Moba will take us on.
Yeah, my people, you know the Saki, the Saki what you reporting, the people there. First of all, let me just clear. So Vasco lied when he said the MPA managing directors embrace CTF. First of all, the guy is new to the port. All he said was that we need the service provided by CTF at this time. He needs the service. So, but the government can bring somebody else that is competitive. I'm pretty sure he was set up, but he didn't say, oh, we like CTF, they're doing good, one end. But they get live. That's why, you see, if I was CDC people, I will blacklist, I said, though, Vasco there, because these people that will make, I will not be relevant in 2029. Because the people don't understand nothing. They're just going to talk. They're just going to talk, and they make a little bad. Vasco said, I rescue senator and go to Buchanan, McGill, all the CDC senator, all of them there. All of them got $10,000 for a rescue senator. You see? But then there are our officials from Eddington, now, all of them are criminal. They're still in different ways. Well, the people that get no shit to kind of say they will racket and go to the marshal to protest or whatever for gaslit. Well, the women are walking poo water. For nothing Lawmaker, why they get by $80,000 car for? They have one car. And when you're talking about yellow machine, you know, I'm talking about one yellow machine costs about $80,000 to $100,000. That $10,000 they giving 103 people that $1,030,000 can buy probably 8 to 10 yellow machines. You see how people ain't got no sense? You see how they ain't got no sense?
No, Francis.
Francis,
these are our national leaders. We can't take the national radio and refer to them in a certain way. It's no, guys.
Let them take the money and buy yellow machine.
Yeah, but we have
because they want to send our children to good school. They want to send our family outside of the country. While the women and people suffering in the interior there, that no room for them. They take $1,030,000 a year and give it to those people there. For what thing? Then they say yellow machine cost $80,000. The cost of one of the yellow machine that the cost of one of their cars. Why we can't talk the truth because it's hurtful? You talk they're insulting our people every day. That's why we talk about the good protest. They're insulting the people. They go tell the people they can say where our people they are lawmakers they put up for them. Our people don't know who they are. Ridiculous. That's why the country will always be that way because we always want to punish the criminals. There, we want to tell them they embezzle. They are rogues. They should be ashamed of themselves to go to protest.
Thank you very much.
Come on,
Thanks a lot, Francis. Emmy, let's hear your 1 minute closing.
My video.
It's not coming through, Emmy. I'm trying, but it's not coming through because.
I mean, we're watching the chat room.
No, I don't want you now. I'm not doing it for
No, I'm gonna play it tomorrow. I'm gonna play it tomorrow, Emmy. The video is not, it has this watermark and everything on it, the trademark. There are copyright issues, not just with the sounds we played on these kinds of programs, but even the logos and some of those things that shows. I'll have to work on that video before displaying it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
if you want me to play the audio, I can play the audio. Let's get the video ready for tomorrow. We can get the video ready for tomorrow.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I have not much to say. Just hope and pray that the whole CTM issue will be taken care of, and that our people, will be able to be free. People that entrepreneurs from the diasporas will be able to have some kind of break, or even people that are in the country that who goes to China and places like that and ship goods back home. Because we always talk about people should go in the private sector, people should do this, people should do that, but going in the private sector is not a thing too. They need to have some kind of comfortable avenue to be able to walk on. They can't just be being choked and being something, and then we expect them to do this, but then pass through the fire, the wall, and then be doing that. So we have to. Something have to, and all the countries that we admire, other countries, and they are very, very heavy on that. They make that diasporans. Jeez.
Yeah. Okay. Just take 20 seconds because we're seriously out of time. I think you guys are seeing the time.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be being last anymore. Go ahead.
No, but Emmy, I say you have 20 seconds to learn.
The rescue boy.
Go ahead, Mobile.
The rescue boy.
Oh, you use your time to mobile or what?
Let me do my closing.
You talking to me?
I just
time to you.
I just sitting behind listening to Vasco discussing about Fogo they want to impeach the president because they get gas money. It's a challenge. Like somebody who, even the village people you explain that want to them, they will laugh at you. Seriously. Because we're gonna build Fogo na put in a house that people benefited from. Or he said something that the people say, okay, you know what, the man do this. Or what's the school he get it from the time he was there from the past regime up to now. So another day, he coming back to the Liberian people telling them that they want to impeach the president. Impeach the president for what? Safoga and Yaga called back on the sit down when they finish whatsoever they finish doing when they come.
Smoking weed. Don't be scared.
My man, the man said, Tima say, why you told her today, or Vasco say, he says, Vasco say, so must say, so we take all responsibility. So let me say this, right? Let me conclude. Let me close by saying this. End of the day, the Safogo man and the Yaga Kolba man, they are loser. They are nothing. They can't do nothing to GMB. GMB remain the president. You understand? GMB remain the president, and GMB will do the people work. If Safogo want to see a better Liberia, let him cut his pay. Let him drop the gas, let him drop agriculture break, let him drop all the money, let him drop it and focus on making bills for the Liberian people so they can benefit from it.
Thank you. Thank you, Moba. Thanks a lot. And
I thought I had 20 seconds.
no, you don't have. Emmy was taking a break to come back to do a closing. Emmy, can you take us home?
No, it's okay, Nelson. Tomorrow.
Oh, you don't, right?
I'm angry right now. What you are talking, you call my sister angry. I can see it.
You know.
Well, angry. How she can do a feel?
That's what I probably got in my room.
Don't act like you know me, Mama. You don't know me.
I know it's crazy.
All of you guys are aware.
I remember that face here, Josh. I don't know when you angry, that thing.
Okay. The play going now, folks. We have to go. I want to say thanks to everyone tonight. I want to say thanks to everyone tonight. Moba, you didn't come with your cup tonight. Please. That glass you didn't come with. Please don't come with that glass again.
No, so because
anytime you come with a glass, you can be sweating profusely, and your points can be disconnecting. You know. But
last guy holding water.
Yeah. On a serious note, guys, we are seriously out of time, and
man, we gotta go.
We have to go. You guys know exactly the adjustments we've made as a result of the same time situation. So we have to keep it at that. Yes, we know there are times we will want to get caught up in the conversation and all of that, but we just have to try as much as possible to keep within our time, so as to avoid the other situation. But again, I want to say thanks to everyone for being here. Thank you, Mikael. Thank you, Vasco. Thank you, Francis. To our co-host Emmy, thank you for being here tonight. And we're hitting our issues in the chat room, but Moba, thanks for being here tonight as well. I appreciate all of you. We look forward to having a great show tomorrow. Till we come back, our folks in Radio Lane, we want to appreciate you as well for taking up your time to listen to us. Those of you on YouTube and on Facebook, thanks for being here tonight as well. Till we come your way again, have a good night, and we look forward to having another great show tomorrow. Bye bye for now.
Thank you. Thanks.